A very good morning, student. Standard 8 student. Today we start your second chapter of geography, the interior of the earth. Within that, first introduction. See, student, suppose before boiling the milk was in the liquid form, we know that very well. After it came to a boil, the steam started coming out from it. After some time, a thick layer of cream develops over the milk. The temperature of the cream is lesser than the milk below. Thus, it can be implied that the creamy layer cooled faster than the milk below it, which remained hot and in a liquid form. A similar process occurred when the earth cooled. The scientists unanimously believe that the earth was formed out of the solar system itself. Initially, the earth was a gaseous hot balloon. It cooled down as it rotated around itself. The process of cooling took place from the outer surface towards the earth's center. As a result, the outer layer, that is crust of the earth, became cooler and the solid, but as we move from the surface to the core, heat increases and at a certain depth, the interior of the earth, it is semi-liquid form. So, today we'll start from that, the composition of the earth's interior. Within that, first is what? The crust. Crust, again, it can be divided into two parts, continental crust and oceanic crust. First we learn about the crust. See, student, the uppermost layer of the earth's surface is in solid state and is called the crust. The thickness of the crust is not the same everywhere. On an average, is to be 30 to 35 kilometer thick. The thickness of the crust below the continents is from 16 to 45 kilometer. 40 kilometer under the mountain ranges and less than 10 kilometer under the oceans. As we move deeper under the surface, temperature increases. After that, the rate of the increase in temperature reduces and again increases in the core. At the center of the earth, the temperature is around 5500 degree to 6000 degrees Celsius. The crust is the thinnest of all layers when compared to the mantle and the core. It can be divided into the again two parts. First, continental crust. The continents are mainly composed of silica and aluminium. Because of their high proportion in this layer, the layer was earlier known as Cr. The density of continental crust is 2.65 to 2.90 gram or centimeter. The thickness of this layer is approximately 30 kilometers. Granite rocks are mainly found in this layer. The next, oceanic crust. This is the second layer of the crust. It is made up of silica and magnesium. It was earlier called Sima. This layer is approximately 7 to 10 km thick. The density of this layer is 2.9 gram or 3.3 gram. In this layer, basalt, gabbro rocks are mainly found. Now next, mantle. Below the crust lies is the mantle. Mantle can be divided into the two layers, upper mantle and lower mantle. The upper layer is the more in liquid state, hence one find magma chambers. It is through these chambers that magma comes out on the earth's surface during the volcanic eruption. This layer is also known as the atmospheric epicenter of deep-seated earthquakes are usually found here. Mantle begins the depth around 42 km from the earth's surface. The interior energy released due to the endogenic movements occurring in the layer of the responsible from mountain building, rifts, volcanic eruption and earthquakes. Endogenic and exogenic, these are the two processes. Endogenic, the movement which can be took place under the ground, we call it as an endogenic movement, and exogenic which can be took place over the ground. So here it can be took place inside of the ground. In this layer, it is inferred that the temperature at the depth of 2400 to 2900 kilometer depth would be around 2200 degrees Celsius to 2500 degrees Celsius. There is a sudden change in the structure and the density of material. It is estimated that this layer extend up to the depth of 2870 kilometer. Average density of this layer is 4.5 gram. Increasing pressure is the reason behind this. The density of the lower mantle is about 5.7 gram. Now the next point, that is core. Core again divided into the two parts, otherwise subtypes, outer core and inner core. First we learn about the core. The core starts from around the depths of 2900 km from the Earth's surface. The part of the Earth's interior extending from the mantle up to the center of the Earth is the core. The thickness of the core is about 3471 km. This layer can be divided into two parts. First, outer core. Outer core extends from the around 2900 km to 5100 km. The secondary waves cannot pass through the core. They get absorbed in this region. This has led the scientists to believe that the core could be liquid or semi-liquid in nature. The primary waves travel through this layer, but their speed reduces when the passing through this layer. The density of outer core is 9.8 gram. The temperature of the liquid outer core is around 5000 degrees Celsius. We haven't learned the outer core. The Earth's interior is in liquid state and the proportion of iron is more in this layer. Vertical currents originate in this liquid layer. This is the another characteristics of this area. The difference between the temperature of the outer and inner core give the rise to vertical currents. The Earth's rotation gives them eddy, otherwise circular motion. Electric currents develop in these spiral eddies of liquid and iron, and thus magnetic field is generated. It is sometimes called geodynamo too. This magnetic field of the Earth is functional even outside of the Earth's surface for quite a distance. As a result, a cover develops around the Earth because of the magnetic field. The Earth's atmosphere is protected from solar winds coming from the sun. The magnetic fields thus develop around the Earth is called magnosphere. This is the fifth and the important sphere of the Earth. Now, inner core. Now we'll study the inner core. Inner core extends from the around 5150 km to the depth of around 6371 km. It is the core of the Earth, which is an solid state. The density of this sphere is around 13.3 gram. Iron and nickel are the major elements found here. Therefore, this layer is also called the Nephi. As the materials in this layer are under extreme pressure, the inner core is in solid state. The temperature here is almost equivalent to the surface temperature of the sun. So here it is the diagram. Interior of the Earth. First, it can be start from the Earth core, 6371 km. Again, it can be divided inner core and the outer core. It is in a liquid form, both of this. Whenever you move towards the upwards, here you can see the lithosphere 100 km. Then either lower mantle, upper mantle, crust and the lithosphere. This is the part we call it as a lithosphere. Again, here it is down, you can see the crust and the mantle. Now, Earth magnosphere. See here children, the solar winds. When the solar winds passes towards here, in the same direction, you can see this with the red arrows. And here it is magnetic field. And here it is Earth. That means whenever magnetic field, it can be catches to this area and it can be turned over toward the heat. Here it is earth magnet. Geomagnetic pole here, northern pole and southern pole, both the pole. And here are the wind passing, both of this can be worked towards this magnetic equator zone.